Alright, so the next program I'm going to have you install is actually where you're going to start programming with Java. Alright, so this program is called an IDE. That's going to let you actually program in Java. So go ahead and click on Install Eclipse. Alright, and from this page you're going to download the Eclipse IDE. Remember from last time we found out if your computer was 32-bit or 64-bit. Mine's 64-bit. And I'm going to get this first one right here, the Eclipse IDE for Java developers. So go ahead and click on that. Again, you don't have to donate, but you'll have to click on the first link. Yours may be different from mine, and that is okay. So go ahead and click on that. It's going to download. And this one may actually take a while to install. Mine says it's got about 14 minutes left. So pause the video, take a little break, and come on back to it. And while Eclipse is downloading, I want you to go to your Start menu and go to your Documents, and I want you to make a folder for this class. So I have it in Viz 2014-2015. You can have yours, whatever grade you're in. And then I have a Java, you can call yours Computer Science, APCS, whatever you want to call it, whatever floats your boat, and that is going to be your workspace. So now whenever it downloads, go to your Downloads folder, and you will see Eclipse right here. So the thing is with Eclipse, you can't just install a file. It already comes not necessarily pre-installed, but the program runs straight from the folder. So right-click on it and say Extract All. All right, and now I'm going to tell it to go someplace else. So go to Browse, and then go to that folder you just created. So go to your folder right here. Go to My Documents. Go into my 2014-2015 folder, and I'm going to click on Java. And then if you look in there, there's not a whole lot. I create a new folder called Eclipse. So select that Eclipse folder if you don't have one. Select your Java, make a new folder, and in there put Eclipse. Click OK. Make sure that Show Extracted Files when complete is selected, and then click Extract. Alright, and then once it gets installed and go into the actual folder, you'll see Eclipse. It's kind of a pain in the butt to come in here and run it from the folder every single time. So go ahead and right click on it. And then you can either pin to taskbar, which is what I'm actually going to do, so I have access to on my taskbar at all times. Or you can also right click on it and then do send to desktop. So it's going to create a shortcut right on your desktop for you. So every time you come in to do programming, you don't have to go hunting down where your program actually is. You can just open it straight from your desktop or from your pin bar. So you can go ahead and close that folder. Close folder, close folder. And then I want you to go ahead and actually open Eclipse. So click Run. I should have unchecked Always Ask Before Opening because I will always want it to run. So next time you open it, you can outsmart me and uncheck that box. So this is where you're actually going to be writing your actual programming for Java. The cool thing about Eclipse is that it actually incorporates that JDK that we already installed into its program. So basically what happens is not only can we write our code in Eclipse, but we're also going to be able to compile it from here and actually run it and see what happens. I'm going to go ahead and close out of this welcome screen because we don't really need it. So this is basically your layout for Eclipse that you're going to be using. So I want you to go to File, New, Java Project. So basically what's going to happen is it's going to create a folder for you within your area. So if you look down here, default location, I always keep default location checked. So my workspace, and then I can create a new folder. So we're going to name this, we're not really starting yet, but we're going to get some practice. So maybe I'm going to just call this Free Chapter 1. All right. And go ahead and click Finish. All right, so you notice it starts over here with our package. So if you hit the drop-down arrow, you see we have a source and we have a GRE system library, or JRE system library. So what we want to stay in the source. We want to be able to create source files from here. So go to File, and go to New, and go to Class. So basically, whenever you start a new program, you're going to need a new class. The class is where you actually can name and run your different programs. So then you can name it here, and we're going to just name this First Practice. In Java, you can't have any spaces, but I do recommend capitalizing second words so that way you can see it. Public is good. Which method stubs would you like to create? So what I want you to do for these is kind of look at them. We're going to be using these a lot because it's something you have to type in for every program no matter what. So for right now, we're not going to worry about it, but know that we're going to be using this area in the future. So go ahead and click Finish. And it's going to create your public class First Practice. All right, so just a little summary of this. On the left side is going to be your list of programs that you have based by chapter. So you can even collapse that 9 to look at them. In this middle part right here, this is where you're actually going to be writing your programs. And down at the bottom is where you're going to be compiling your program. So once your program runs up here, the result is going to show up down here in this bottom part. And the nice thing that you'll really learn to like about Eclipse the more we use it is that within this, it will tell you where your errors are. So what I need you to do now is go to Window and Preferences. And under General, that drop down there, go to Editors, then go to Text Editors, and actually check it. And right here, you'll see Show Line Numbers. So go ahead and check that. So that way, whenever you're running your program in the future, if you have an issue later on, you can always go back and it will say what line your error is at, and you can easily find it. So go ahead and click OK. All right, so now that you have all this done, you can go back to Moodle, where I have laid out for you directions about how to upload a screenshot of Eclipse open on your computer. So go ahead and go in there, take a screenshot of Eclipse open and running on your computer with the numbers, and save it and upload it to Moodle. Also in Moodle, you will notice a forum for you. So if you have any issues with this, please go here throughout the whole semester and the year if you are taking the year-long course. This will be your best friend for helping each other out. You will be given credit for asking questions. You will also be given credit for answering and helping each other out. So even if you know how to do something, come in here and check. One of your assignments is to post something in here, whether you were successful in getting it or if you have a question. So post your screenshot here, post your question in the forum. Good luck!